Hi, I'm Dan. Welcome to my shop and thanks for purchasing an easy chair. Let's get it set up. So you'll need either a screwdriver or a cordless drill to unscrew the top of your box, remove all the pieces and lay them out on a rug. And for the actual assembly, it's better to have a hand driver. That's the only thing you'll need. In your box, you'll find a 10mm wrench to tighten up the bolts, and you'll find a little packet of hardware, which I've emptied into this bowl. Let's start with one of the laterals. They're numbered on the bottom in case you've bought more than one. If not, it'll just say 1. And the cross pieces are also numbered on the inside of the hole. So we'll put all the number 1s, in this case, together. In your hardware packet, you'll find these threaded rods. You'll take them and thread them into the inserts that are in the sides. No tools necessary, by hand, but as far as they'll go. After that's done, each of the holes next to those rods accepts a dowel. And we're ready to put the cross pieces on. Let's start with the rear piece. The orientation is marked by an arrow inside the hardware hole. And those hardware holes face the inside and the underside of the chair. We're just going to drop that down. You may have to wiggle it a little bit to get it to fit. We'll take one of these curved washers, put it in place, and bolt it on. Just finger tight for now. I like to use 2 fingers. One to hold the nut on top and the other to spin it. Same thing for the front cross piece. That's the one that'll say Argentina 2022 and a dedication if you ask for it. We'll drop that in place. Same thing with the holes facing the underside of the chair. For now, everything's finger tight. We'll go back over and tighten it up with a wrench after the entire chair is assembled. You can put the rest of the washers into the top here. And we'll thread the remaining 2 threaded rods into the other lateral. Once that's ready, turn this upside down and careful not to scratch anything. Locate the rods in their holes and then the dowels in theirs. Good. I like to turn it over at this point so that gravity helps me with the washers and the nuts. Once everything's finger tight, we can go ahead and use that wrench to tighten everything down. Now you want to make sure that it's really tight. I mean, we don't want to completely kill it and use all of our muscle. But after it seems like it won't tighten anymore, maybe another half a turn, and that'll help sink the washer into the wood and make sure everything's tight. If you ever see any play in this joint, you should open it up, keep your wrench on hand, and retighten it. There should never be any play in these joints. Once that's taken care of, we'll put on the wooden caps that hide the hardware. Each of the caps will be labeled. In this case, this chair is number 1. If you have more than one chair, it'll be 1, 2, 3, etc. And the caps will also say number 1, and there'll be a letter. The letter is written inside this bolt hole. So this is A, and this is 1A. I make sure that the A on the cap is touching the A in the bolt hole, and then the holes will line up for the screws. This is B. I have 1B. B touching B. And I'm ready to use my hand driver to put these tiny little screws that are in your hardware kit in place to hold the caps down. Okay, that's the hard part. We've got the frame set up and we're ready to install the leather seats. You'll find 4 dowels per chair, 2 short and 2 long. The short ones are the backrest, the long ones are the seat. Let's do the backrest first. The backrest, on the back part of the backrest, on the upper right hand corner, you'll find a small arrow. Upper right hand corner looking at the shiny part. A small arrow that indicates which direction is up. Just slip the tabs into the holes with that arrow facing up. And a short dowel on each side to hold the leather in place. Seat those all the way in until they touch the peg that retains them on the side. front seat can only fit in one direction, so just hold it up both ways, and you'll see that the seam is covered by the wood in one instance, and on the other there's just no way to get it completely covered by the wood. What I mean to say is inside the slot, it'll be hidden inside the wood, so you won't see the seam. Now we'll use the long dowels. There you have it. Quilpo Easy Chair. All set up and ready to go. Thanks again. Take care.